Hey y'all, Brian Thacker, Natural Self Yoga. Now this is the pinnacle pose of the practice, camel pose. This was my nemesis pose for at least a year, maybe a little bit longer. I would be in classes that would cue this pose, and I would just sit and watch. I'd say, no way, no how, my back is hurting too bad, and it made me nauseous, it made me dizzy, but that meant I had a lot of tension in my spine, and I needed to work on it. So the poses that you don't like to do, really, I hate to say it, but they're the poses that you really need to do. Even if you can't do them at the full level, you still have to do them, and then over time you'll build up into it. Now I've got a decent camel pose, but I'm still very aware of how challenging it is, because it's still challenging for me, so it's challenging for a lot of other people. But how you do camel pose is you sit up on your knees, move my mat back a little bit, so I'm not the headless camel. Okay. Sitting up on your knees. Your knees should start out about 6 to 8 inches apart. You do it twice. The wider your knees are, the deeper you can go back. All right. You bring your hips over your knees. Your hands come back into the back pockets, and the elbows come together. Rolling those shoulders together. Shoulder blades come back. Inhale, lifting up and pressing the hips forward. Dropping your head back, and you're already in somewhat of a back bend. But you don't want your hips to come back. You want to keep your hips over your knees as much as possible. And then you gently trap your eyes down across the wall. So you see the top of the wall behind you. And then if you see the top of the wall or down towards the middle of the wall, then you can reach for your heels. Okay? And if you reach for your heels, you just want to keep on working deeper into it. You don't want to bring your hips back. Just slowly keep on working those eyes down. And then if you can see the bottom of the wall, maybe you can bring your hand back up into heart center. Eventually you'll work all the way down, and then build your spine coming up, sitting back on your heels. And then you can do it again on the other side. Again, it's very challenging for me. For some people, that's a really easy pose, and they really love doing it. It opens the heart. It works on that spine a lot, and it's a fantastic pose. You get 2 chances to do it. Sometimes by this point in the practice, though, I'm so tired and dehydrated that I'll only do it one time. And but you just have to honor your body. All of yoga is about honoring your body. It's not about hitting the pose. It's not about desiring the pose or wanting the pose. The poses are tools. They bring the body health. If you do the poses, you'll be healthier. No matter what level you are on the poses, just do whatever you can, and the next time you'll be able to do it a little bit better. Every time you do the pose, you put a little more strength, a little more flexibility, a little more confidence. And then the next time, you know, so long as you keep doing it regular, and you don't, the next time isn't the next month. 2 times a week, you're going to get improvement. 1 time a week, you're going to maintain. 3 times a week, you're going to really see a lot of growth. So if you do it less than once a week, you're probably going to have to start over every time you come in. But anyway, that was Cobra pose. You do that twice, or camel pose. You do that twice, and next up is rabbit pose, and we're about done with the practice. That's the pinnacle pose, and the rest of the practice is slowing down, cooling down. Y'all can do all that, right? It's not so hard. I'm going to see y'all in a class sometime really soon, I know. Thanks a lot.